So hi, welcome back. I've been away. I had a great time, visited a lot of bookshops, and yeah, these are all the books that I bought while I was travelling. So the first book I got was this. It's Sappho's Come Close. It's one of the Penguin Little Black classics. So I bought this when I went to Glasgow. There is a really fantastic queer bookshop in South Glasgow, I think it is, called Category Is Books, and I knew I wanted to go there. It was one of the reasons I booked to go to Glasgow, and I went in, and it's, oh my god, it's so beautiful. The staff are all so lovely, and they just want to like chat about everything. It's great, and I could have bought so many books, but I was going to Edinburgh the next day, and then I was flying off to Iceland from that, and I only had a very small luggage space, so I couldn't buy too much. So I decided, as I'd never read any of Sappho's work, and this is a very small book, that I was going to get this. I have read it, I've really enjoyed it. I wish there was more, but I don't. I think this might just be like a taster into Sappho's work. I hope. I'd love to read more. And I didn't always enjoy the translation. I felt like maybe there's... After reading it, didn't feel as emotionally connected as I thought I would, even though I did enjoy it. But I believe this is a male translator. Yes, translated by Aaron Pujigian. I butchered that, I apologise. And I don't think it entirely connected, but I did really enjoy it, and I'm really glad that I've got it. So when I was sitting like this, because I don't know if the camera is picking me up properly, I'm winning it. So when I was in Edinburgh, I have done quite a lot of the things in central Edinburgh now, because I've been so many times. So me and my cousin decided we were going to go to Abbotsford, which is the home of Sir Walter Scott, who is a very well-known Scottish author. He's, I believe he's the one who, the Edinburgh Waverley train station is named after one of his books. I believe, I'm probably wrong. And it felt rude, as I was there, to not pick up one of his books. So this is The Bride of Lammermoor. It's one of the Oxford World Classic covers. And this one, it just seemed to speak to me. When they have a very large range in the bookshop, and this one I just sort of gravitated towards. I haven't read it yet. I haven't read any of Walter Scott's work, so I am looking forward to getting round to it. I have a really massive TBR pile at the minute, which is entirely my fault, because I haven't been reading. So while I was in Iceland, I did this city tour, and they were talking about the folklore of the country. It has a really rich, deep folklore in Iceland. I went to an elf stone, and we talked about it, like not only on the city tour in Reykjavik that I did, but also in the Golden Circle tour that I did. And folklore was like one of the things that just kept being brought up. So I thought on my last day I had some time, so I thought I'd go and get a little book, and I got this one. So this is 25 Icelandic Folk and Fairy Tales by John R. Hjalmarsson. I butchered that, I'm sorry. I have read this one. It's really short and not really like in-depth tales, but it's really nice just to read and go through and get an idea of the folklore. I really enjoyed this one. I feel like this would also be a very nice one to read to children, because they're quite simply written and they're not like very scary. So I got these, so I ordered these in April from Bert's Books, and my sister got them for me in May. She picked them up from the shop, and I haven't actually been able to bring myself to unwrap them because they're so beautifully done. So Bert's Books is an independent bookshop. They have a very strong online presence. They have a website. If you just search Bert's Books, it'll come out. And they also have a shop in Swindon. And I purchased online one of their 3-book mystery bundle things, and it came like this. I don't know how Bert knew, but this is my favourite colour, this ribbon. And it's so beautifully set up that I don't want to open them, but I'm going to have to, because I want to read these so badly. So I've got in this one I just gave him some like recommendations of things that I like, and also I'm trying to tailor it towards a project, and he just sent me 3 books that he thought I would like and would work well. And I haven't read any of these actually. So I've got The Radleys by Matt Haig. I've read a couple of Matt Haig's before and I didn't always like them, but I trust Bert. And I've got Vicious by V.E. Schwab, I believe, which I believe is a vampire novel, I'm not entirely sure, and Somewhere in the Crowd by Katrina Logan, which is a Eurovision rom-com, which is the most me thing I've ever heard. I mean, not rom-com, but like, but it's so beautiful, and I'm going to have to do it at some point, but I just don't want to, it just means I have to order more books from Bert's, doesn't it? So I'm really looking forward to reading these. I'm really excited, and they're pretty short reads as well, it looks like. So I'm really behind on my reading goal. So I will have to get on with that. And the last thing I bought on my time away, I was in Paris and I decided to go to Shakespeare & Company. I've been going there since 2015. Every time I go to Paris I pop to Shakespeare & Company because I love the bookshop. It's beautiful. If you haven't gone, you need to go. It's fantastic, but go early, because I don't know why, but when I went this time there were loads of crowds. There was a really massive queue, and then all these American tourists I was in the queue with, I was chatting with them and they were saying they'd gone there because they'd seen it on TikTok, and I'm so glad that the bookshop's doing fantastically, but like, I was like, why is this queue going literally all the way around the corners? But it moved quite quickly. I got in, it was all fine. It just shocks me because I haven't seen a queue like that for the bookshop before. But I went in and I knew I wanted to buy a book, and there was 2 that I had in mind. I really wanted to get Gabriel Garcia Marquez's 21 Years of Solitude, I believe it's called. I can't remember exactly what it's called because I didn't look it up. But I also wanted to get Yellowface, which had just come out. I went in May, end of May. So I got this because I wanted to. It's beautiful, isn't it? A beautiful cover. And I also asked them to get this, to stamp it for me. I read Babel and I loved Babel. I thought it was really well done. And I've heard nothing but good things about Yellowface. The only thing that I've heard about Yellowface is that because it's set in the publishing industry, people who aren't in the publishing industry might find it a bit difficult to get into. But I really like the concept of the book and I'm really excited to read it, but it's too big for my bag, so I'm going to have to read it at home. I have a load of books that are too big for my bag at the minute. I'm going to have to figure something out. I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks as well, so that kind of balances it out. So that's what I bought while I was away travelling. Meant to be saving my money so I could do more travelling, but I just spent it on books anyway. Thank you for watching. Please let me know if you've read any of these. Also, if you get the chance, please look up Bert's Books. They're a fantastic independent bookshop run by lovely people, apart from Frida, and they deserve all the support in the world. So especially if you're in the Swindon area, they also have a bookshop as well, and it is one of the nicest bookshops I've been in. So yeah, thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye.